Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another ultra rare small motorhome from Parkway RV Center. And folks, y'all know I go through hundreds and hundreds of motorhomes every year, and it's been 2.5 years since I've even been able to buy or find one of these that I can buy. This is a Rialta, the Winnebago Rialta, one of the most sought after and rarest small motorhomes on the market today. They haven't made these since 2005. It's built on a Volkswagen Eurovan chassis, and it's built by Winnebago. You've got German engineering with Winnebago's famous quality. You've got an unbeatable combination. They didn't build that many of them when they were new. And let me tell you something, folks. People looking for these look for months and months, sometimes years, before they find one. And the bad thing is, since they don't make them anymore, there's only a certain number of used ones on the market. And the people that bought those, that bought the used Rialtas, look months for them. They're not going to give them up, at least not anytime soon. So this one right here is a 22 HD. They're all 21 foot, 8 inches long, bumper to bumper. So it's, folks, this is the size of a minivan, just a little bit longer. If you can drive a minivan, I can guarantee you can drive this little motor home without any issue. They've got a turning radius like a car. They can park in a regular parking spot. You know, they're all fiberglass, including a low maintenance fiberglass roof. It's got the 24 valve 2.7 Volkswagen V6 with 201 horsepower. Another thing these are known for are the incredible fuel mileage. You're going to average, and some people report averaging more than this, but you're going to average around 20 miles per gallon with this little motorhome. I mean, my full-size pickup truck doesn't get the fuel mileage this motorhome does. It does have a hitch on the back, but these things are built for economy, not for power. You know, they're good for a bicycle rack, maybe tow a little trailer with a motorcycle on it, but that's about it. You're not going to tow much more than that with it. Beautiful exterior. Folks, this unit's got 44,000 miles. And that's rare because most of these small motorhomes, they get used a lot more than the big motorhomes. People jump in these little ones, they use them for day trips, for weekend trips, where the big ones only get used 2 or 3 times a year. So generally, these things have about the same mileage as a 2003 model car would have. So to find one of these with under 50,000 miles is even that much more rare. Somebody's put a satellite system on the roof. Of course, Volkswagen's engineering, German engineering, their reputation speaks for themselves. Winnebago's does too. Got a 2.8 Onan generator that runs great. Got 24 hours on it, folks. And I'm going to show you why a generator is really kind of pointless in one of these things here in a minute when we go inside. Tires look almost new. All fiberglass roof, fiberglass body. A neat little and you call these basically a Class B, but just a neat little Class B motorhome right here, folks. Wow. Let's look inside, and now, folks, let me go ahead and tell you, this just literally just came in. I haven't done anything to it. I'm going to do a couple of things to it that I'm going to show you that's included for the $27,900 price. I wanted to show this to you just like it came in. That's the way my customers prefer to see the RVs before we touch them. And I try to do that whenever I can. I am going to put some new carpet in here, and I'm going to reupholster some of the seats, and I'll show you why here in a minute. As we step inside, no smoke or pet odors. And after purchase, my RV techs are going to go through a major, extensive systems check on this RV, make sure everything on that checklist works. Let's start here in the front. And folks, I am going to be putting in new carpet in here. The carpet's not that bad. It's got a couple of stains, a couple of faded spots, and for no more carpet that's in here, I'm just going to go ahead and replace it. It's about the same price to replace it or clean it. Now, I don't know what's happened with the driver's seat, folks, but I'm not like other RV dealers. I'm not afraid to spend money reconditioning one if it's a nice RV and it's worth spending the money on. I'm going to have this chair and the passenger's chair recovered, reupholstered professionally. So that will definitely look better, look new, of course. Now, I'm not going to be able to match this material. I'll probably go with a vinyl or something like that, or maybe a cloth this color. But anyway, the dash air is ice cold. And I love the engineering that they put in these Rialtas. Because not only do you have a front AC and heat that will pretty much keep the entire motorhome cool, but just to make it that much more efficient, it's got a rear automotive AC and heat, and it's ice cold. As a matter of fact, I've got it on right now. These are the vents. And sitting at the very back of the RV, you can feel the air conditioning hit you from these vents. So when I say you don't really need a generator driving down the road, you really don't, because I don't see how you could want it any cooler than it is now in here with that automotive front and rear AC. But it does have a Coleman roof air, and it will run off a generator. Of course, you know, you're going to use a generator if you're boondock camping. You're not going to let your engine idle. And it will provide you power for your microwave and all that stuff as well. Books and manuals are there. There's your factory brochure. I'm probably going to have this seat recovered too, because armrest got a few little picks on it. But I just want to show it to you. Original countertops have been changed out. Somebody's put granite countertops in here. And they even put a granite sink. So somebody spent some money on those countertops. Got a CD stereo, 44,400, or excuse me, 44,948 exact miles. Got power windows, power locks, windshield's perfect. Dash looks great. And I may shoot some pictures, add to the listing once the seats and carpet get done, but I strongly suspect this thing will sell before the weekend's over. Today's Friday. This will probably sell in the next 48 hours. And at $27,900, it's going to include the carpet and the upholstery work. Carpeted headliner that looks great. Skylight looks great. This is a fiberglass roof, so you've got just very, very little maintenance. You've got a Samsung microwave, stovetop, sink. It's got a water heater. It's got a furnace. It's got everything a big 40-foot motorhome has, just shrunk down into an easy-to-drive and park package. Got a pretty unique bathroom. This bottom cover right here comes up. You've got a shower pan underneath it. You open it up right now, and you just see your toilet, and you got a sink that flips down. However, and I'm going to have to set my camera down. See these little catches right here? You got one on each side. And you push the button in, pull out on the handles. The entire bathroom slides out. And normally you would have that cover up. And you've got a full-size shower. Need a sink? No problem. You've got your kitchen sink too, of course. Flip that down. There's your bathroom sink. Really cool how they engineer these things. And folks, I don't know why they quit making these. The word through the grapevine was somebody in Volkswagon and somebody in Winnebago kind of crossed hairs and got into it and decided to no longer work together to build these, which is kind of a shame. These were neat rigs. Didn't make that many of them new, but man, these things were prized possessions back when these things were new, and they're still prized possessions today. As we step toward the back, you do have a three-way RV refrigerator freezer, and this will run off propane. It does have a built-in propane tank, just like a big RV's got. It will run off a 12-volt battery or off a 110 electric if you happen to be running your generator. Here in the back, you've got two opposing sofas. These fold together to make one full-size, almost queen-size bed. And it does have a fold-up table right here for eating. That's in there as well, and it's in good shape. You've got a 19-inch TV back here. Storage, shelves. I mean, folks, these are neat little motorhomes. And for those of you who've been looking for these, I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. For those of you who have been looking for these, researched them, these things are, I mean, I get calls. I haven't had one of these in over 2.5 years. I get calls every week wanting these. and they are impossible to find used. In fact, look online right now. If you find more than 2 or 3 of these things for sale with these mileage on it, I'd be very, very surprised. The whole back window pops out. It's an emergency exit window. I mean, got a crank up antenna. There's your furnace. I mean, it's just got everything in the world you could possibly need for 2 people. I mean, these are strictly a couple's motorhome. I mean, you can certainly carry more people in here. Like if you were going to the ball games or stuff like that, got kids in softball, you can carry them in here with their equipment and have a place to hang out while they're doing their ball tournaments and all that stuff. But, you know, you can't sleep more than 2 people in here. I mean, you could if you absolutely had to, but these are more or less designed to sleep 2 people. You can use these for traveling vehicles. I mean, this would be awesome. Yeah, if you've got another couple want to go in half with, you know, go to the national parks, go to casinos, whatever you like to do, and use this for a traveling van and stay in hotel rooms at night. You can stop, have you a picnic lunch somewhere. I mean, you've got everything in the world you need in here to fix you something to eat. You've got your own bathroom. You've got a generator. If you've got somebody that's on an oxygen machine, you can run that generator, power their oxygen machine while you're traveling, and they don't have to carry portable tanks. I mean, there's a lot of different uses for a little motorhome like this besides camping. And you know, it's only maybe 3 feet longer than an extended minivan, so it's going to be just as easy to drive as a minivan, the same width. These things don't have wind noise like RVs do. They're aerodynamic. That's why they get such great fuel mileage. 48, I mean, the mileage is on at 48, I believe. Or excuse me, 44,000 miles. I mean, this is nothing to worry about, folks. I mean, this is a nice little rig. And, you know, we do offer 2 different ways to buy. Now, either option you do, I'm still going to reupholster the front seats and replace the carpet. I've already got that going, and that's included whether you take option A or option B. Option A, we're going to go through a major systems inspection. We're going to make sure everything on this RV passes that inspection. Any repairs we have to make or any parts we have to replace, that's included for the $27.9. You don't pay any extra just because we have to spend extra. And of course, you get a one-on-one walkthrough by the RV tech that checked it out after it's been through service. He's going to show you how to operate everything. He's going to show you everything that he had to repair on it, if anything, and much more. That's included for $27.9. And folks, I know y'all are saying NADA is only worth this. Let me tell you something about these Rialtas, folks. That NADA is absolutely worthless when it comes to these Rialtas. These things are in such high demand and short supply, it drives prices up, folks. I mean, I spend more than 2 or 3 times retail price for these things just to resell them when I can find them. They're that rare. And once you look at one in person, you'll know why, and you drive it. So the book is absolutely worthless. You know, and it's like I tell people, you know, if the book says it's worth $10,000 and you can't buy one for under $30,000, then what good is that book value? I mean, that doesn't tell you, if nobody's willing to sell it for that, which they're not, then that book value is absolutely, that NADA is absolutely worthless when it comes to stuff like this. NADA is a good source if you need to finance something, because you'll learn what the banks will loan on it. But that doesn't mean that's what a dealer is going to sell it for, because we can't find these things. In fact, I'll gladly give multiple times over retail value for another one of these with under 50,000 miles. But they're not out there, folks. They are not out there. Some of these things are $35,000 and $40,000 with almost 100,000 miles on them. And they're selling like crazy because of that, folks. These things are just, they're basically non-existent. They haven't made them in a while, but these things almost have a cult following. I can't touch these things. This may be the last one I'll ever have, for all we know. Because I used to run across a couple of these a year, but over the last several years, they have tapered off. People that have, and it's like I was saying earlier, I'm not trying to repeat myself, but the people that currently own Rialtas look for them for months, sometimes years, before they have the one they have now. they're not going to give them up like they would a regular RV. They're not going to keep it a couple of years and then sell it or trade it like most people do with Class A's and stuff like that. They're going to keep these things for years. They're prized possessions. They're not going to get rid of them unless something drastic happens. And the fact that I was able to get one of these with 44,000 miles, folks, is impressive. So don't expect, if this one's already sold, to see another one anytime soon. I'd love to find if I could buy 200 of these, folks, I'd buy every single one of them. But they're just not out there. Even if no matter how much money you want to spend, they're not out there. This unit's $27,900, option A. You know, if you do understand that we do discount prices for option B only, that option A price is haggle-free firm. Doesn't matter if you're paying cash, trade, or finance, or a combination of the two. Keep in mind, book value and market value is two opposite things. If you need to finance this RV, you're going to have to pay a pretty good chunk down. That's just the nature of the beast, folks. However, we do offer a discounted price if you take advantage of option B. Now, this may not be for everyone, but option B, you buy the unit just like we bought it. It'll have new carpet in it, new upholstery in the front, and that side chair, more than likely. Option B is you buy the unit absolutely as is, as it sits. Take the good with any potential bad. You don't get an inspection. You don't get a walkthrough demonstration. You don't get a year's worth of free camping. And if you want option B price, contact us. My non-commissioned salespeople will get you a price on it. If this video is more than 48 hours old or 72 hours old, please don't be offended if it's already been sold. There's people looking for these motorhomes. To find any of them at all is rare. But to find one with this kind of mileage is even that much more rare. Give us a call, folks. You can send an email, but this thing, you're going to have a lot of competition buying this motorhome. Don't waste valuable time, precious time on an email. And certainly we answer all emails, but you want to pick up a phone for something like this, because somebody else could very well pick up a phone call, leave a deposit on it, while your email's still sitting in our inbox. We don't check them but once or twice a day. So you can certainly call us on something like this. Don't play around, don't monkey around, don't think about it. If you've been wanting one of these, folks, you let this one get away, you're probably never going to find a deal like this again. So if you're not ready to buy, folks, if you're not ready to buy this thing, you're going to miss out on it. 706-965-7929. Evenings and Sundays, 423-605-6747. Our website's parkwayrvcenter.com, and you can email us at sales@parkwayrvcenter.com. Any questions, call us. In fact, I'd hate to see how many thousands of views this video is going to get in the next 4 or 5 days. I mean, it's literally going to be thousands of views, folks. These things are just incredibly rare. In the next couple of days, when I get the seats taken out, reupholstered, the carpet put in, I'll try to shoot some pictures showing you that. But that's included for the $27,900. Like I said, I don't have to tell you folks looking for these what you don't already know. Anyway, call us, email us. We offer nationwide delivery, which we just pay us back. You just pay us whatever it costs us to bring it to you, not a dime more. We don't make any profit on delivery. We have no extra fees, no dock fees, no prep fees, no tag and title fees of any sort. You will pay sales tax if you're a Georgia resident, or what Georgia calls TAVT tax, which is title ad valorem tax in lieu of sales tax. All out-of-state residents will pay your state's sales tax rate, whatever that might be, when you tag and title this motorhome at your local DMV office in your home state. You do get a 30-day drive-out tag. You do get and that's on option A or B. Option A or B, you get a free starter kit with all your camping essentials. Option A or B, you also get instructional DVDs and much more. We take just about anything of value in on trade. Point being, I just traded for this military Hummer, and trailer right behind it. Like I said, if I can put a value on it, I'll trade for it. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, call us, email us. Don't monkey around on this one. This one's not going to last long. That price is firm, haggle free, option A or B, and because you cannot find these at any price. Thank you again for watching. Look forward to seeing you in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia. And as always, folks, especially with something like this, call ahead, make sure it's available before driving down to look at it. Even if you live 5 miles up the road, folks, call, make sure it's here. I don't want anybody to make a wasted trip for something that is long gone. Just because the video's up does not mean the RV is still available, especially with something like this. Thank you again, folks. Look forward to seeing you in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.